Hey, welcome back to the channel. No talking today. I'm super intrigued for this one because it's saying he literally got shot and killed an hour after this video was posted. Let's press play on this. The following program may contain disturbing okay, it's about to be crazy, y'all. Wow. God damn. Wow. I would have brought an RPG out. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you have me on video getting my ass beat like this, you're getting the bazooka. You're getting the damn grenade launcher. That's a joke. But in all seriousness, I see exactly what caused him to get smoked. And I know this platform is soft, so I don't know how much of this shit is about to be blurred. But y'all can see he's treating him as if he's an opponent of Muhammad Ali himself in 1973 in his prime. He's giving him an entire lesson in getting your ass whooped. Over what? This is a Foot Locker employee, bro. Did he give you the wrong shoe size, or did he just not have the right shoe? Y'all know, like, if you got big feet like me, bro, I wear size 13, sometimes 13 and a half. They don't have my size in most stores, and especially the shoes that I really like, bro. I have to buy them online. With that being said, bro, you can't be that mad about it that you whoop his ass in the middle of everybody, broad daylight, sun glistening and all. The fact that you literally got killed an hour after this video is sad, but it's not surprising. Hold on, bro. Wow. Damn.
He low-key eating them shit.
Bro,
He low-key eating them shit.
We got clickbaited. Wait, this is how y'all know how to pre-watch my videos, bro. Y'all know I'm fasting, bro, and I read that wrong because it says he got shot and died an hour later after this video. Y'all just seen at the end, the Foot Locker employee pulled his tool out and used it. That just caught me off guard. Oh my God. So it's not an hour later to where the Foot Locker employee, because I was confused, like, how, bro, you're not going to be able to plead self-defense if you go and hunt the person down an hour later, right? That's just not something that's going to work out for you. But if this is the case to where he pulls his tool out after getting hun to the head a million times, bro, my head, that is just damage you can't take, especially in the back of your head without some serious repercussions, unless you got a big fat skull, bro, a thick one. He was punching the shit out of his head, treating it like a basketball. That makes a lot more sense. And to be honest with y'all, this is clear as day self-defense. Y'all just seen at the end, he took his tool out and used it, and he wasn't able to reach for it for like 30 seconds. Why? Because the other guy was beating the living shit out of him. And we can't even say, like, let me go back, bro. Obviously, y'all know this platform is soft, so a lot of this shit is like, but over here, he was fighting back. The Foot Locker employee was fighting back. He was using his hands. He wasn't too cowardly or too scared to fight back physically. He fought back physically, but just got beat. Like, not only did he get beat in the fight in terms of losing the fight, but it got to the point where the other guy was not stopping at all, that he had to use his tool in self-defense. That's why I say this is the clearest cutthroat self-defense case I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, wow. That just woke me up. I'm being so honest with y'all. That literally just woke me up, because y'all know I don't pre-watch a lot of these videos unless I'm bringing y'all a story, right? Then I sometimes read up on it real quick. But 98.9% of all my videos I don't pre-watch because it's more fun. And, so the fact that caught me off guard just made this shit 10 times crazier, because I was expecting the Foot Locker employee to turn into a bounty hunter, right? And put a bounty on the other guy's head and go look for him and then find him an hour later. Nah, he used his tool and shot him right then and there. And an hour later, he succumbed to his wounds. And this is something I've spoken about, bro. You can't, and I guess he was taking my advice though, because I said, yo, avoid violence at all costs. Avoid fights at all costs, unless you have to. If you're put into that position to where you have to defend yourself or defend your honor or defend your respect as a man, I can't sit here and tell you not to do that. Matter of fact, you probably, but my point is, if it gets to that point, you better finish it if you're fighting with your hands, because we live in 2025. And if there's anything I brought you is people will not hesitate to use tools. A lot of people are cowards, right? A lot of guys you might have a problem with, they're talking shit to you, and then y'all get into a fight and they shoot you. That's not the case here, but it still falls under the same category of he kind of tried to finish it. It just was unlucky for him because the other guy was able to pull his tool out and defend himself. Before I say anything else, let me give you all the quick details of this situation. It's saying that a tragic incident at a Virginia Foot Locker left one man dead. The situation escalated when the man landed a flurry of punches on the store employee who stood there covering his face, bent down and took the hits. But after one body shot stunned him, the worker, who was armed, pulled out a firearm and shot the man. The man was rushed to the hospital but sadly passed away an hour later. The Foot Locker employee is now in custody claiming self-defense while major crime detectives continue investigating. Do you think this was self-defense? If this wasn't self-defense, then rabbits aren't rabbits, bro. If this wasn't self-defense, then the sky is green. Obviously, like I said, this is a sad situation. No one should have lost their life. And we need to go back to the days of honoring a one-on-one fight. But in this case, it's a weird situation because it's not weird, but the Foot Locker employee was fighting. He lost the fight and shot the man. I'm not talking about it from the emotional perspective, because from the emotional perspective, I'm going to sit here and tell you, if you get into a fight with somebody, in this case, I don't know who initiated it, but if you initiate a fight or what led to a fight and you lose the fight and you shoot the man, then you're a coward, right? You should always see it through. Win or loss, it will define you in a positive way. You need the losses to build yourself. You can't always win, bro. So if you get into a fight and lose it, oh well, life goes on, right? But my point is, put that to the side. I'm talking about it specifically and only from a legal perspective. Given I'm not no lawyer, bros, but I'm just giving y'all what I'm seeing with my own two eyes. He restrained himself and only used it when the other dude kept attacking him. Even after it was clear that the Foot Locker employee lost the fight and wasn't fighting back and wasn't hitting back. So from that perspective, I don't see any way that this isn't self-defense. Now, I'm gonna need y'all to get down in the comments and speak to me. This was a crazy video. And it doesn't state anywhere what was the cause. Like, what could have possibly went down in a Foot Locker to where this transpires, this happens, and somebody loses their life? We don't know what it is, but it 100% has something to do with a man's ego. I have it. If you're a real one, you have it. If you're not no coward, if you're not no bitch, right? If you're a man, you got an ego within you, bro. It's something you always have to control and keep under control. But I'm stating it because it will always be the primary driver of all these situations where a guy is willing to do whatever it takes to fuel his ego, even if the cost is his life. Right? In this case, something happened in that Foot Locker that bruised one of their egos. Either a slick comment, either some disrespect. It could have been something super small, bro. Like I said, it could have been he couldn't find the right shoe size and somehow they got into a little argument and both of them didn't give it up or move on because their egos don't allow that. Therefore, they took it outside and got into a fight. One of them died. It's a man's ego, bro. Something we all got to keep under control. For real. You don't ever want to find yourself in a situation where you get killed because you couldn't tame your ego in a situation that doesn't require you to fight or to put yourself at stake. With that being said, let me know what y'all think about that, because that's a crazy story. And I'm about to hop off here in a second, but before that, let me play this little clip that one of you guys sent to me. It's saying that a man gets smacked for walking in the middle of the street and refusing to let cars pass. This sounds like a recipe to get your ass run over. What? Let's go. Why is he walking like that? No hair follicles on his face. Are y'all sure that's a man or a foo-foo vampire? Bro, he looks like a walking skeleton. I'm sorry, I just can't. He looks like he just walked up out of his grave and is walking, I don't know, somewhere. Yeah, there you go. I'm surprised that... Not surprised, because obviously you kind of want to avoid it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a different driver behind him and not somebody who was just willing to honk at him, bro. That is one thing about the road. I told y'all this beforehand. I've had people flip me off for literally absolutely no reason at all, just because they're miserable little shits and they hate their existence. You will find a lot of these kinds of people on the road, especially during traffic, bro. People are pissed off, rage-induced. Some of them are on the edge, etc., etc. My point is, if the driver was one of those people who had no patience and just decided to run you over, I ain't gonna lie, you deserve it. What are you doing here? What was the plan here? This isn't even one of those weirdo climate change activists or whatever they're called. The people that sit there and for some reason think if they glue their hands to the floor that chickens will stop getting killed. It's not even one of those people. He was just doing a little zesty walk as a vampire in the middle of the street just to piss people off. What a weirdo, bro. What's wrong with him? He thought he was a runaway model or whatever the place is. Y'all know how the models walk in such a weird way? That's exactly what he was hitting right there. That's a funny little clip to end off on though. Look, let me know what y'all think about this. I hope y'all enjoyed. Hey, we are on our grind. So to my squad, to all of y'all that love and appreciate the videos, make sure y'all run the likes up. Press the like button and get in the comments to speak to me. I don't know when I'm gonna drop this. This could be a late night video. If it is, late night squad, if y'all made it to this point, get down in the comments and say late night squad. I watched the whole video, and I'm gonna like your comment. It also shows me who's a real one and actually stuck through to the end of the video. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one though. Take care now and stay safe.